What if the saddest moment of your dog's entire day happens the second you walk out the door? Not when they're hungry, not when they're bored. The moment you disappear. And what they feel in that moment. It's not what most people think. If your dog follows you to the door, watches you through the window, or sits in your spot when you're gone, you need to hear this, because what happens inside your dog when you leave and when you come back may completely change how you see them. Think about the last time you came home after a long day. You were tired, probably not thinking about much. You put your key in the lock, pushed the door open, and they were already there, tail going, eyes wide, like you just returned from a war they didn't know you were fighting. You probably smiled, maybe laughed a little, and then you moved on with your evening. But your dog, they didn't move on. That moment, you walking through that door, was the highlight of their entire day, the thing they were holding on to. Here's what's strange, though. We've always assumed dogs are happy, loyal, simple creatures who love us because we feed them, because we're warm, because we're there. But science is starting to reveal something that goes so much deeper than that. Your dog doesn't just recognize you, they feel you. And once you understand what that actually means, you'll never look at your dog the same way again. Here's something most people don't realize. Dogs have been living alongside humans for somewhere between 15,000 and 40,000 years. That's not just a long time. That's longer than most of human civilization as we know it. And in all that time, something extraordinary happened. Dogs didn't just learn to tolerate us. They didn't just adapt to us. They evolved for us. Their brains rewired, slowly, generation by generation, to read human emotion, respond to human faces, and form attachments that look, neurologically, almost identical to the bond between a human parent and a child. Let that sink in for a second. When your dog looks at you, really looks at you, their brain releases oxytocin, the same bonding hormone humans release when they hold a baby, when they fall in love, when they feel completely safe with someone. They're not just happy to see you. They're bonded to you, on a chemical level, in a way that is real and measurable and profound. But here's the part that changes everything. That bond? It doesn't disappear when you're not in the room. Your dog doesn't understand time the way you do. You know what work is. You know what an hour feels like. You understand that you're coming back. Your dog understands none of that. All they know, all they have ever known, is that their favorite person was here and now they're not. And they don't know why. They don't know if you're coming back in 20 minutes or 20 days. They can't look at a clock. They can't check their phone. They can't reason their way through it. All they can do is wait. And here's what that waiting looks like. Not from our perspective, but from inside their mind. When you leave, your dog's cortisol levels rise. That's the stress hormone, the same one that rises in humans during anxiety, during grief, during fear of abandonment. Some dogs pace, some whimper, some go quiet in a way that's almost harder to watch. Many go and lie in your spot, on your side of the bed, on your jacket, on anything that smells like you, because your scent, you, is the thing that tells their nervous system, safe, calm, okay. Without it, they're searching. Imagine loving someone so completely that even the smell of them brings you peace. That's not metaphor. For your dog, that is literal biology. Now, most people stop there. They think, okay, my dog misses me. That's sweet. But the story goes much deeper than that. Here's something that will genuinely surprise you. Studies show that dogs can identify human emotions from facial expressions alone. Not just happiness, which is easy. They can distinguish fear from anger, sadness from surprise, stress from calm. They see a photo of a human face they've never met, and they can tell if that person is upset. But with you, with the person they love, they don't even need to see your face. There's research from the University of Naples that found dogs can identify their owners by scent alone. And when they smell their owner versus a stranger, the reward center of their brain lights up. the same region that activates in humans when they see someone they love. But wait, there's more. A study from Emory University put dogs in MRI machines, awake, calm, trained to hold still, and showed them hand signals that either meant food was coming or nothing was coming. And here's what stunned the researchers. The dogs' brains responded more strongly to signals from their owners than to signals from strangers, even when the reward was the same. The relationship mattered more than the reward. They weren't just trained animals. They had preferences, emotional investment, a sense of who was worth paying attention to. That sense? It's you. But here's what most dog owners completely miss. Your dog is watching you right now, not waiting for a command, not waiting for food. They're reading you, constantly. Every shift in your posture, every change in your voice, every flicker of emotion that crosses your face. They knew you were upset before you said a word. They came and sat close when you cried, not because someone told them to, not because they were rewarded for it, but because something in them recognized that you needed presence, and they showed up. Think about that for a second. No agenda, no plan, no language, just, you are hurting, and I am here. Dogs experience something researchers call emotional contagion. It means they catch feelings, the way you might catch a yawn. If you're anxious, they feel the edges of your anxiety. If you're calm, they settle. If you're joyful, genuinely joyful, something in them lights up too. They don't just respond to you. They resonate with you. And in a world where most of us feel profoundly unseen, your dog has been paying closer attention to you than almost anyone else in your life. Every single day. Now here's the part of this video I want you to sit with for a moment. Your dog doesn't know what a bad day is. They don't know about the meeting that went wrong, or the bill you can't pay, or the conversation that left you hollow. They don't know what stress is, what exhaustion is, what it means to carry something too heavy for too long. All they know is that you came home, and something in you felt heavy, and so they came and lay down beside you, pressed their weight against your leg, rested their chin on your hand, not because they were trained to, because they felt you, because you are their whole world. And when their whole world is hurting, they don't look away. They move closer. Your dog has never once thought about whether you deserved their love. They have never weighed your flaws against your kindness. They have never withheld themselves from you on a day you needed them. They just loved you. Every day, without conditions, without calculation, without end. And here's what breaks me about that. They don't know how many years they have. They don't know that their time with you is finite. They can't plan for tomorrow or worry about next year or hope for more time. All they have is right now. And right now, they choose you. Every single time. Pause. That is not a pet. That is not a trained animal. That is a love so pure and so complete it has no word in any human language that does it justice. So, what does all of this mean for you? For them? For the years you have together? It means the small moments aren't small. The morning when you scratch behind their ears before you've even had coffee, they feel that. The evening when you're tired and distracted and they press their nose into your hand, they're not asking for much. They're offering something. It means that when your dog follows you from room to room, they're not being clingy. They're being devoted. There's a difference. It means when they sleep on your feet, or curl against your side, or sigh that deep, satisfied sigh when you finally sit down, they're not just comfortable. They're home. You are home to them. The living, breathing place where they feel safest in the world. And it means that every time you come back, every single time you walk through that door, you are giving them what they were waiting for. Not just food or a walk, not just routine. You. Just you. That's enough. That's everything. The title of this video says your dog doesn't just see you. They feel you. Here's what that really means. Seeing is passive. You can see a stranger. You can see a face on a screen. You can see something and never be changed by it. But feeling is different. Feeling is connection that goes past the surface and lands somewhere deep. Your dog feels your energy when you walk in a room. They feel the weight of your mood before you speak. They feel your absence when you leave, and your return like something inside them finally exhales. They feel your love, and they reflect it back to you in every tail wag, every lean, every quiet moment they choose to spend beside you. You are not their owner. You are their person, and every day, in 100 silent ways, they're trying to tell you that. If your dog is near you right now, and I hope they are, put your hand on them. Just for a moment. Feel them breathe. Because they've been feeling you this whole time. Tell me your dog's name in the comments. I want to know who's sitting beside you. And if this made you see your dog a little differently today, share it with someone who loves their dog as much as you love yours. They deserve to know too.